Former Obama Attorney General Loretta Lynch firing back at President Trump, saying she had nothing to do with a special deal to let a Russian gain entry into the U.S. That Russian is the attorney at the center of an escalating firestorm surrounding Donald Trump Jr. Lynch said her department had nothing to do with it. With me again, Tammy Bruce and Gina Loudon. Tammy, do you buy this? I mean, I hate to call into question the integrity of Loretta Lynch, but I mean, really?
Well, it's not only it's not guesswork here. The Attorney General's office has said yes, that the Attorney General has the power under a special act to give what's called immigration parole, and that in fact that right belongs to the Attorney General. It can only be given by the Attorney General. As a matter of fact, her ability to stay longer to get the visa issue was denied, and the only way she was able to stay was because of the act by the Attorney General. So it's almost like Susan Rice going on the Sunday show saying it was a YouTube video. It's as though there's a parallel universe here that's going on. But keep in mind, this lawyer has also done a lot of work with Democrats. We've gotten the details over the last several days. She worked with the man who founded Fusion GPS, which is behind the now widely condemned Russian, so-called Russian dossier on Trump. She's worked with Democratic office holders, Democratic operative firm. So her history itself looks like she's a Democratic operative, Gina, which could explain the Lynch opening the door for her.
I'm starting to think that Washington is lousy with Russian spies, that you go down to the Starbucks to get a coffee and there's some Russian spy there just waiting to get information from you. It just strains credulity that we would be, taken at every turn for these people to ask these questions. What do you make of this in particular? And what do you make of the fact that she's saying, oh, no, not me?
Yeah, I make of it that, Jerry, it's kind of nice to be on the right side of history here. The more we learn about this, I will predict to you that these orders probably came on high. This immigration parole that Tammy referred to is something that is done in very rare cases. And in this particular case, the only reason she even received it in the first place is because she was supposed to be litigating this case. But it turns out she was spending a lot less time litigating that case than she was being a Russian activist trying to keep Americans from adopting Russian babies, and the whole thing just smells of something that was ordered by Obama. My guess is we'll find that out in days to come.
This just makes my head spin, but we've got another topic to get to here. Fox News has learned that former Obama National Security Advisor Susan Rice, we mentioned her before, is likely to testify before Senate Intelligence Committee next week. Tammy, what do you want to hear from her, and what do you think we'll hear from her?
Yeah, look, I hope this will be behind closed doors. I hope that she's honest with them. She hasn't been honest, certainly, with the American people. This is about the unmasking. So we're going to be learning about that. I trust that she'll be under oath, which means that she'll have to be a bit more serious than going on a Sunday morning program when it comes to the issue of honesty. But we've got to get right down to the bottom line about what the Barack Obama administration did leading up to this election and its own interference with the nature of what was transcending what was happening with the electoral process. We do hear a lot about Russians. Well, what about Barack Obama and Loretta Lynch and Susan Rice? What were they doing to interfere with the nature of the election?
I want to be a fly on that wall, guys.
Yeah.
Gina and Tammy, thanks so much.